Alright, gonna be starting in just a second. Getting all the streams going. Hello, Cosmic Dog, Doot, Woody, Fowler, Zer Smash, Tardy Dog, Druid's Fire, everyone over on YouTube and Facebook. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the weekly Wednesday lunchtime live stream here on twitch.tv/DDO stream, youtube.com/Dungeons and Dragons/live, and facebook.com/DDO Unlimited. I'm DDO's Community Manager Cordovan. And, yeah, we're just going to have some fun today. It's cool. Sharn's been out for a little while. People have been checking into things. I've got maybe a few status updates I can give on a few things in the works, like a upcoming patch, that kind of thing. I don't have a time to tell you, unfortunately, on that patch, but I can tell you that we're working on a few things there, and so hopefully it'll be happening in the relatively near future. So I can talk a little bit more about that. I can mention the bonus upcoming this weekend, which let's actually get that out of the way because I've got the map up. Hello, yay, I did the thing. All right, so starting tomorrow, late morning Eastern time, we are going to see 10% heroic and epic XP through Sunday, June 9th. 10% heroic epic XP. And I'm on Kyber here today. I've got a level 30 character and one I enjoy very much, and so we're going to be continuing our sojourn through Sharn. Digging that. Got some people in. Welcome, welcome. Let me, I'm probably just going to do a quick inventory, see where I'm at on that front, quick check my destiny, see what I want to do there. Actually, maybe I might actually check out that, destiny elixir thing for you. For me, for you. I do this for you. Oh, also, look how amazing that was yesterday. Or last week. I had the best loot luck, and you didn't. Ha ha ha. No, that's not the right thing to say. I do have mail. So let me mention that we do have an Epic Destiny update in the works, and one of the exciting things that happened this week is the first phase of that is up for public discussion on the forums. And so if you go to the official discussion forums just on DDO.com, you will be able to take a look at those Epic Destinies and that. Now, I don't remember. Someone is going to need to remind me where we left off, because I had to rerun this stuff, so I can't remember where we left off at the end of last week's stream. Are we on part 2 now?
No, we're on number 5 of part 1, the Darver Gate one.
Okay. And that is this person?
Yeah.
Is that same old song? No, that's not the same old song, is it? Because we already did that one. Anyway, someone get to the NPC and just share it.
Just business with the saw sleds.
Ah, cool, cool. Good, the source sleds. Oh, do I have an... Let me think, do I have a swim item? Can I get a swim item? Can I get a swim thing? And see if this works. Do I have a swim item on this character? I do not. Okay, whatever. I'll deal with it later. So I want to test a theory here. Except I'm probably not going to be able to test it right now. Actually, let me get something to drink here. It's a little dry in here today. I'll be back in just one real quick second.
You arrive in Dava Gate, one of Sharn's many business districts. The streets are almost deserted at this hour. A lone figure stands idly on the platform next to a sky barge.
All right, thanks everyone. Appreciate that. Yeah, let me make sure I invite some folks. Okay, let's see. Hey, welcome, man. Am I going to use the Call of Destiny elixir on Armagh, you say? I'm considering it. I don't really need to, per se, although I am basically stuck in Fury of the Wild because I want to be. So it wouldn't actually hurt, since I am going to be in Fury of the Wild for a while, to just use a Call of Destiny elixir and Shadow Dancer or something like that. So let me actually just kind of quick show you how that works if you do want to do it. And I'm not actually sure I can do it from inside of a quest either, but we'll see. So yes, I am aware that we have a keyword issue. You should just be able to type that in. It's a bug that you cannot. It is one we are aware of and will be hopefully addressing soon. What happened to it? Oh, just auto-redeemed? Well, anyway, let me sort through that later, I guess. Once I figure that out. Oh, it's in a bag, yeah. That explains it, because I've got bags. I have so many bags. Including a Diamond of Wisdom 6. Okay. That, however, is also probably a bug. That it goes into a bag and should not. So we will have to figure that one out. But how about not on the live stream right now? Okay, I'll deal with that later. Welcome, everyone. We're going to be running Sharn. So one of the things I wanted to try to do here, make contact with Casper, the Sky Barge pilot. Okay, there's Casper.
About time you got here,
Grumbles the old man.
They've already
The
started.
DM guest on this
Get
one
on
is
quick
Keith
like,
Baker.
and I'll ferry you up to their window. Remember, stay quiet as a mouse.
On Kyber again, I've got this is week 2 of Kyber, but I like this character a lot. It's one of my favorite characters to play, so I enjoy this being the server for the next couple weeks. It's cool. The other thing I wanted to mention, let's see. Yeah, so the Epic Destiny stuff is something I want to take a look at if you're interested. We are also going to be adding some new Epic past lives, and you can check all that stuff out on the forums. This is an early look, so there's a pretty good chance some of this stuff will change. But for now, that's where we are. We're working on a patch. Let's see if I have room.
Isabet, please come in. Now, Isabet, I know you invited our mutual friends from Stormreach.
I do not believe they're going to be required for Epic Completionists. There's an official statement that I believe Steelstar has on the forum thread about what the numbers work out to be on that one. My understanding is no, but perhaps I'm I don't know. I would rather just you look at that thread than me try to recall what it said exactly.
A necessary demonstration of my device.
Yes, Steelstar said there is no change for the feat Epic Completionist. Did he mean that players that already have Epic Completionist will retain Epic Completionist if they have it without doing the extra 12 Epic Past Lives? Correct. The total number of Epic Past Lives required for Epic Completionist,
Vaughn's
in
henchman
my
releases a
understanding,
strange whooping bark.
is not going to
The
be
darkness
increasing at
around
this
you
time.
erupts with a choir
That
of
means
menacing
that,
responses.
yes, you will
An
have a
ambush!
choice.
Damn us
And
for
maybe it's not even
fools!
100%
Shouts
technically
Casper.
correct,
The old
who
man
cares?
produces a bow from somewhere as giggling shapes descend from above.
So, anyway, the one piece so because I'm doing the dad thing and having a good time here this summer, I have not really had a ton of time to run Sharn
You've
since it came
dispatched
out in the
Vaughn's
most recent
first
week,
group
so
of
I have not
assassins,
had
but
time
they're
to
surely
test my
not the
personal
last.
theory.
Vaughn
But
doesn't
I
go in
sure
for
would
half
love
measures.
one of you to do so
Casper
and let me
wheezes
know.
out his
And if I
words.
end up having an item
Reminds me of
here,
my days in the
then
last
I will
war,
do so
but with
in the
more
future.
chest pain. Too old for this, for sure.
Uh,
Come here, we
but
gotta
here's
talk
my
about
pet
his
theory.
neck.
So,
She's still
on an
alive. I
admin
bet my
character,
life on
when
it.
you use the
You've
fly
agreed to help
command,
rescue
the
Isabel.
fly
To do that,
command
you'll need to clear the way so Casper can follow safely. He
makes
says to
you
head to the
basically
southeast,
move in a manner
grabbing a
very
sword
similar
first
to
will help
this.
even the playing field.
Don't forget,
Shouts Casper.
those sword
And
slides
when
can't
you
go
have the
too
fly
high or
command
too low
active,
without losing their
the
enchantment.
swim
Keep 'em on the
skill
frog and don't try to push over the
determines.
higher walls and you'll be
Try to
fine.
keep
Another
alive.
wave of
I
no
want to
mercy
stay
bursts
alive.
from the shadows.
Nope.
Show those brutes they can't mess
The
with
swim
my
skill
Cries Casper
impacts
from behind
your
you.
fly speed. So I am very curious how the group implemented these sky sleds and whether equipping a high number swim skill will impact
A
your
motley
fly
crew
speed.
of creatures takes up position on the bridge.
I don't know, and I
waiting
have
for a
not had a
fight.
chance to check.
The low bellow of an ogre accompanies the shrill cries of goblins.
I would be curious to know the answer. However, and here's why I'm not sure that it may not impact, is because the default fly speed for an admin is slower
A
than what we
strange-looking
are
goblin
on
glides
these
up
sky
above the
sleds,
bridge.
which leads me to think
The
that
limp
they,
form of Isabel
even if they
lies
used
on your
some
doorstep.
element of the
goblin shouts
sort of
abuse
admin
is
fly
no
command in
escort.
the procedure to create this, that it's got some kind of independent speed thing going on. But I don't know.
Wasn't gonna work. I'm gonna go beat the hook on my plan. Wait, goblin meat. Vaughn said to work together as a
Yeah, that's true. It is affected. It's always been the case that fly speed has been impacted by swim. It's just that previously the only real place you even got a chance to notice it was if you went to Reaver's Refuge and got the temporary fly ability to get back to Stormreach. And that was not something that people did very often, and if they did do it, they didn't really need to worry about min-maxing their fly speed. But yes, from a non-admin perspective, that was the way to test it
You'll need to clear the map
previously.
for Casper to pass safely.
Oh yeah, these bomb bats, man. These guys are fun on Reaper. And by fun, I mean kill me. Unless you just need pure armor or whatever.
A swarm of bats clouds the street before you. Some kind of metal glints on their bodies as they flit about, blocking
So,
the path.
a wider scale just fly around the world is a very problematic thing. It would cause just innumerable issues, or had the potential, shall we say, to cause innumerable issues that
Inside
would
the
just
bookstore, goblins
trivialize
scramble
slash
to release
break the
one
game,
last
break
clutch
quests,
of bats
break
from their
all
cages.
sorts of things. So without having to somehow create a system or make accountants force said things, but
Exploding bats? Guards, what
that's
a
why in a thing
circus.
like this, it
Who's
makes
going
sense to be able to
explain
do it
this
in a
mess
kind
to
of
the
an
city
instance
watch
like
come
this.
the morning.
Mutters
Could
Casper
it ever
as he
happen
coasts along
wider?
behind
I
you.
mean, theoretically, maybe. I don't know. But I don't think it's something we're gonna just sort of say, and now you can fly everywhere. I just don't really see that happening. Oh, yes. It would just as much break everything to be allowed in only public areas as not.
Shadows
Because,
move
you know,
among the arches of a nearby market.
stuff.
More Vaught's mercenaries await your attention.
It'd be fine. Yep. Alright, let me just make sure that I'm not missing a bunch of questions. No real word on when Update 43 is coming. It's something that the team is largely focusing on at this point. That along with, you know, some other things that are coming. That Epic Destiny work, things like that. But we don't really have anything to pass along in terms of a release date or a Lamania preview schedule or anything like that yet for Update 43. I do think we'll be doing an interim patch of some kind, and so I would expect to hear something about that in the relatively near future. But,
An
you know,
airstiff
we'll see.
equipped with a mage fire cannon waits for you near Old Tully Tower. Goblins swarm over the tower itself. Casper calls from behind.
A mage fire cannon! Must have been holding that in reserve. Those things are expensive. On we go.
So Craig RPH, however you want to say that last bit, holding your breath for a new starter area. Please do not hold your breath for a new starter area. I fear you may perish before that new starter area appears. That said, we have mentioned that while it is not a new starter area, there is an intention, when we do keep on the Borderlands, to have it be a low-level adventure option. So for someone like you, Craig, who I know has been around for quite some time here playing DDO, this should be pretty, hopefully, if we do everything right, be attractive to you. And that it'll be an option to not have to do that Korthos stuff if you don't want to. Not maybe even have to do a whole bunch of, say, harbor-related stuff, depending. So. And that is scheduled for late-ish this year.
An iron defender prowls the storage room. Once you get rid of it, this may prove to be a good place to catch your breath.
I don't know, Wanatuk, why the
Three
medium
sky
armors
skiffs
for
descend,
Sharn
and a
have
supporting
less
patrol of
AC
gnolls
than the
moves to
medium
block your
armor for
path.
Ravenloft.
Is there any end to Vaught's
I will have
mercenary
to
army?
follow up on that. I will get to some of the other chat rooms here in just a
Casper
second. I
gasps
just
in
want
surprise as
to
he
get through
reaches
this
the
if I
wreckage
can.
of the Magefire cannons.
3 of them! Now I feel like an idiot. Thank the host you were here.
This city watch station is locked up tight and stands as silent as the grave. Is it unmanned? Or have the guards inside been given a reason to sit this one out?
Yeah. All right. I don't want to die unnecessarily. Yes. I agree, Fowler Robert, about that jump. It's a little anxiety-inducing, but it's pretty good. Is Keep on the Borderlands before or after the new class? Stay tuned. We'll have more info on that probably in the future. Any chance of plus 20 Hearts of Wood coming back anytime soon? Probably. I would imagine that would be something that is on the calendar in the near future. If not, I will bring it up with the team and see what they have to say about it, if they'd like to perhaps make that a possibility. Come on!
Looks like
Yeah.
they're losing Sky Wards.
Casper tells
Can
you.
I do it?
Your source leads might suddenly stop working out here. Be careful.
I'll get it. I'm an idiot. Yeah. What's the email to get things in the Chronicle? That would be DDO@StandingStoneGames.com. DDO@StandingStoneGames.com. Yes. Alright, hey, my QQ, I guess. Oops, that door's locked. Where are we? Where is everybody? Where is everybody? Yep. I need to get a sky sled. Although you don't have to. Champion Hunter Week, that has not been...
A tiefling sorcerer
not seen
completes a
that on the
spell on
calendar.
a ledge above you. Gish vanishes, reappearing at the
I will
sorcerer's
keep an
side.
eye out and
With
let
another
you know.
quick gesture, both the tiefling and the gnoll vanish from your sight. The goblin's voice calls to you across the gap.
That went about how I expected, so that leaves just little old me. A great big bounty, no partner to split it with, and some nice payback on the side. I'm all ready for you, so come on over. Don't make me wait all night.
The goblin's voice echoes
Felon
through the
Shoba, are
mists.
you able to get to
Remember,
that shrine at all or
I can always
not?
drop Miss Isabet on her head and knock off early. Then I visit you some other time. You get me?
I know. I love the trash-talking boss in this quest, too. I think it was inspired. I am Tobias. I think it was inspired. Yay. Alright, so the Epic Destiny stuff is probably the most exciting thing to share with you today that's on the horizon. Other than we do have a new adventure pack, you know, coming in the near future here that'll be located in Sharn. You will not need
High above the construction
to
yard,
have,
the soar sled slowly drifts up. Isabet's body lies upon the sled, completely still.
you will not need to have the Sharn expansion in order to run the new adventure pack, although you will need to have the new adventure pack when it comes out, which will be available in the DDO store per regs, and available for free to
Fish in a
VIPs
barrel.
and season pass holders.
Hey! Ow! Cut that out!
voices of more goblins pierced the night air.
That's not a bad idea. If I can find a bunch of sky sleds hanging around, maybe we'll do that. But I think we kind of exhausted our sled supply. Will the raid come out? Oh, good, very good point, of course, and something I should have remembered. Yes, we do have a new raid coming out. The work on that will presumably be next on Lamania. And that is part of the expansion pack, not the adventure pack. As listed in the included part of the Masterminds of Sharn expansion. And so that'll be coming, actually, I think that's coming in the relatively near future here. Stay tuned, but it'll be soon, pretty soon. Which reminds me, that actually is a good time to talk a little bit about, quote, what we want to do with the raid. So we have been hearing a lot of your feedback, and it's been a little mixed on difficulty, but also sort of...
You've reached Isabet, but all is not well.
Well, it's mixed in that the reality we are facing is people are completing it pretty regularly on normal at this point. And with a couple of exceptions, we have almost no hard completions. And at least as of the last time I have heard, we have no elite completions yet of the new raid. It's been a long time since we've had a real raid challenge and a raid community interested in stepping up and letting it be a challenge for a while. And I feel, and along with some of the raiders, that, okay, we've had that opportunity, and that's kind of awesome. But there's also a reality that we do want people to be able to run the raid and be successful if they want to and all that sort of thing. So I think what we're going to be doing in the relatively near future is take a little bit of a step back on the difficulty of Too Hot to Handle. I don't think it's going to become a kind of, hey, I can just sit here and eat popcorn style raid. But I do think the intention is to scale back the difficulty in the near future a little bit, just to, help respond to the feedback we've been getting, and then also perhaps open up completions to a little bit more. I still don't think it's going to be a cakewalk, though, and we cannot wait to hear about some of the best of DDO's raiding guilds tackling this raid on Elite and Reaper in the future and things like that too. So hopefully that'll be coming in the near future, and we'll have more information specifically about what those changes may be. Although since it is a raid, some of that may also be kept under wraps. But you can expect that in the relatively near future. Okay, it's not terrible for certainly the right group. Yes. The answer to your question, Yamini, is yes. Which is why we're doing this. But at the same time, there is that core group of people who are there behind the scenes going, please don't do anything. Please keep it like this. We love the challenge. It's been years, maybe in some cases, since we've been able to really do this kind of thing. And, maybe you have to, but don't do it yet, kind of a thing. And so we want to make sure we balance, as much, make as many people happy here as we can, right? So, But, yes, I think we will be doing some changes here in the near future. Where am I going? Okay, duh. By the way, you can also use this with a nice 60-second cooldown. Gaboink. How about the regular raiders that are not Uber? Don't they count? Yes. You count. And that, too, is another reason why we're going to be making this adjustment. No, you guys don't count at all. Ha ha ha. No, of course not. No. Now we're going down. To the new raid, Hot to Handle, we're going to be doing a few things to scale back the difficulty in a little bit. We are, at this point, I think, opting to perhaps be a little more conservative on that dial back than generous. In an effort to try to make as many people happy as we can. But it may not be as a one and done kind of a thing. We'll have to kind of see. And I do think that there may be some scaling adjustments based on difficulty as well. Yes. But hopefully we'll have more information in patch note style stuff for you in the relatively near future. Yes, Grumpy Cuss, who made the music for the expansion, is one of two people. One of them is Standing Stone Games' own Bill Champagne. He is the lead QA person for The Lord of the Rings Online, and also is a longtime musician and music contributor to Lord of the Rings Online. And this is his first time making music for Dungeons & Dragons Online. Additionally, some of the music is brought to you by Matthew Harwood, who is a long-time DDO music composer and contributor. So two people did the music for Sharn.
They're probably holding him somewhere inside the storm. Open the door to the Sky Coach, Doc Zocus. They'll capture that fractious wizard any moment now.
The other piece I would mention is that we do have a second raid coming. And the intention, I am pretty sure, of that raid is to perhaps not be the more difficult raid, so to speak, you know. So I think if, for those looking perhaps for kind of a more casual, quick run sort of thing, you know, maybe more in the style of like kind of a Fire on Thunder Peak style thing, I think are going to be, or Baba's Hut, frankly. I'm going to find a lot to like there. And you're right, Yamini, right? Crucible used to be required. If you wanted to even flag for Reaver, you had to get Crucible done. There's no skipping that sucker. But you know, like I said, I don't think if you're getting the message that we're going to make the raid easy, I think you may be a little disappointed. So, Just saying. We'll have a lot more info on the new raid in the near future, but I can't really spill any secrets on it at the moment. Sorry. I tend to agree that on Crucible, I think there are several kind of stopping points historically over the years that have challenged groups, but I think consistently the swim section of Crucible is probably the one that has been the most challenging over the years. Where we go? Glastig the informant. Where are the Glastig? Wherefore art the Glastig? Why am I not seeing you? Oh, here we go. That's why. Anyone got the... Oh, let's see. Oh, yeah, I got it. Cool. I can pass it along about Divine Crusader, Secular Squirrel, but I would really encourage you to make that statement known in the official discussion thread on Divine Crusader. Or not Divine Crusader directly, but the Divine Sphere changes on the official discussion forums. Overall, I feel just based... I'm trying to... like I said, it's been a couple of busy weeks here, but my understanding is I don't think we really did a lot to Divine Crusader because it was in a generally pretty good place. But perhaps we'll see. Will all teleport, like the key bottles, be changed to the Sharn style? It's something that we would prefer to do. So in opportunities where we have the ability to adjust things like where you go and how often, that's something we would be perhaps open to in the future. But I think specifically as it relates to the key to Evening Star, probably not.
A small figure cowers in a corner, menaced by Vaughn's security force. The gnome fits the description.
The weekend bonus is plus 10 heroic and epic XP. That'll be kicking off late tomorrow morning Eastern time and running through Sunday. Oh, my queue, Elizabeth over on Facebook, if you were trying to figure out which outfit that my queue one is, that is the cosmetic available from the Traveler's Trunk, I think. Is that right?
Swashbuckler's outfit.
Yeah, Swashbuckler's outfit, and that's in the Traveler's Trunk, right?
You can buy it separately, I think.
Okay. Oh, you can just buy Swashbuckler outfit in the DDO store. Okay, cool.
Store manager. The door is securely locked. You'll need a key to get in. You unlock
Key?
the door
Come
using
on.
the key to the manager's office.
We're adventurers. We don't need no keys. Yeah. Oh, the Traveler's Trunk has the Traveler's outfit. Correct. I like
The
Crucible,
radiant idol
even
calls
though
out
I
to you as
I
it
too
climbs
struggle
aboard the
with
waiting
the
sky coach.
swim section
This
very
isn't
very
the
much.
jungle, Outlander. You can't just blunder around breaking things. The people who matter in this city won't tolerate riots in their shops.
Good timing on Unbridled Fury. Okay.
I leave those barbarians to you. Give them a lesson in civilized behavior. The sky coach flies off, and the lone remaining Vaughn security officer springs to the attack.
Just trying to make sure my rotation stays up if I can.
With the battle won, you search the sky coach dock and immediately spot the notebook you've been looking for. Surely it contains evidence that will incriminate Vaughn.
If Divine Crusader is, quote, in a good place, then is Legendary Dread not getting... Well, okay. Not necessarily binds to character on acquire is not going to necessarily be the right one for our Mog due to the intelligence bonus. So let me make a friend today. I'm going to give away this minor artifact to someone in the group here. Yep. Because I don't need it. Not on this guy. I will, however, keep this legendary Sun Slice for when I next make a Vistani on Kyber. Everyone left? You're lost, people! Well, that's true. Maybe I've just decided to be an intelligence-based class to my next past life. Yeah. In general, we are more sensitive, I think, nowadays to the bound to account versus bound to character than perhaps at any other point in the game's history. That said, there are still cases, like with minor artifacts, where we have chosen and will continue to choose. Sorry. If you don't like it. Bound to character on things like minor artifacts. Malden Hairston is right here. Go. House of Pain. Nice. There are not nearly enough House of Pain references in House of Pain. So typically all named items are either bound to character or bound to account, correct? Correct. And typically the only stuff that we do bound to account, or character rather, on nowadays is raid loot and
the door into Evan's
major significant, like kind of, say, new item loot, like a minor artifact, where we want you to have to make some pretty tough choices.
The air smells of sulfur. And who in Kyber are you? The gnome demands in a pitiless tone. The Gnome Inquisitive deputizes you to track down Evan Greybeard, a dangerous criminal on the run. The air suddenly grows warmer. A draft rises from somewhere below.
Font is death. Right, I don't mean literally death. I mean, you know, because he's alive and stuff. But figuratively, Vaunt means death.
You have a sense that you're being watched. More so than usual. Your recent encounters with an odd gnome inquisitive and undead spirits notwithstanding. This must be the place where Evan went for a drink. Perhaps the bartender has seen him. You turn to head outside, only to find a man standing in your path. He beckons you over. A steady gust of wind pushes you away from the enchanted construction site. No doubt it's a clever way to avoid liability for accidents. These ne'er-do-wells have mistaken you for an easy mark. This won't end well for them.
Alright, let's see. Let me see if I can take a swing through some questions here. Oh, I've got a second. I love it that it says Cutthroat, bad neighborhood. That's kind of awesome. I really kind of need a pocket healer right now. I don't have any barbarian levels here, so I'm not, you know, dipped into anything really to get my hit points back, which, you know, can be a problem. Anyway, nicely done, people. Alright, so where did we end up? Find Evan Greybeard. Evan Greybeard is... Is this right? Yeah, here we go. Take the stairs up, right? Or am I incorrect about that?
We're looking for the woman in black. She'll appear randomly after a certain... Oh, I found the woman in black.
Okay.
Secret door should be visible on your map now.
It's true that we haven't done a heroic raid. I think it's been mostly a matter of just allocation of resources and what we can do instead with that time, so to speak. Alright, so if you look on the map, you'll see us by a secret door here. Thoughtgoer, if you can kind of head on over to us.
Yep, heading over.
Alright. That is odd. All right, I think everyone's good here, so let's go in.
There are 8 trap boxes in this pipe room if anybody can manage them.
I can with my face. In general, Bolo Grub over on YouTube, I tend to personally favor bound to account versus bound to character as well. Although I do, I am willing to lose that fight sometimes depending on the nature of what's being given out. Yes, Nick. Also, shout out to Voodoo on those Omnipresence and Cruise, other that are completing on Legendary Normal, and we do have a couple completions on Hard. So, people, it has been done. But in general, I think we're going to be scaling back a little bit of the difficulty. Oh, thanks, Elizabeth. Yeah.
Strange. What's a treasure chest like that doing in a place like this? You find yourself in a small corner of the vast sewers that snake beneath the city. If your suspicions are correct, the mysterious House Tarkanan has a hideout somewhere nearby. Look what the cat dragged in. The crouching half-orc barely seems to be paying attention to you. How's the weather topside? Ash de Therashk, bounty hunter, is having a hard time with some kind of pipe contraption. Maybe you could help.
I don't know. I kind of like spike traps. I understand. But then most people don't quite have the tolerance for the big old ding like I do.
Ash de Therashk bellows down the hall. That's the second night. Just one more to go. Huh? A secret door just popped open. You did it. Ash de Therashk calls down the hallway. You should probably investigate.
Collectible. This is not the first time I'm running this quest. It is, however, the first time I've had an opportunity to play DDO all week. things are gonna chill back out, and I'm really gonna get some time in. But you know, combination of summer and just kind of things happening in my life and keeping me busy. You know, that's not a bad idea. Growler, on like a summer water slide event. I think that would be really fun. That's cool. I don't know how you make it repeatably fun. I think that might be a little bit of a challenge, but it's a cool idea. Thank you, Vertical.
Nobody quits the Dark Lantern, Sora. You're a loose end, Talion responds. And you're done playing house.
I like the idea a lot. I think that's really cool. I'm just not quite sure how you would do it in a way that could be adaptable and fun. Like, you'd almost need a map randomizer, and I suspect that might be a particular challenge with that kind of terrain.
That's all of them, at least for today. We need to keep moving, Sora says. If you want to talk to Evan, you need to do it now.
A good raid tier rune arm that grants immunity to knockdown, trip, and command effects. That sounds like a pretty good one. We'll pass it along. Cool. Good timing on stuff here. No, Steve. On YouTube, the lack of plus 20 hearts of wood in the DDO store as a limited time, bonus that comes back, is not over. That will be happening again. It's just periodic. its existence in, I guess now, Gold Daily Dice, as you report, does not preclude us doing a separate sale on it. And in fact, it was probably done independently of that thing. So, but yes, I will definitely make sure that the community that they know that the community wants plus 20 Hearts of Wood back. I'll do the puzzle, but not today. Okay. Let's see. All right, thanks everyone for watching. I think that's going to wrap it up here. I'll be back next week. I do want to mention that later this month, so not next week, but the week after, I'm going to be on vacation, and I may not be back for the next week after that as well. Now, this is the same kind of vacation that I always have to take as a community manager, meaning I still have to pay attention to the forums and moderation and all that other kind of stuff. But I'm not going to be doing the live stream on June 19th or 26th. And I know Shoemaker mentioned he's out on the 12th here, so some summer scheduling going on. But I will be back as soon as I can, and I will be back next week. Should be on Orion for week 1 of 2 of that. I will get you a points code in the in-game mail later on today. Thanks very much for being here, and thanks very much for watching the weekly Wednesday lunchtime live stream. I will talk to you again soon. Samus Guerrero's up next. See ya.